Commissioner William Ambrose. Here with me this evening, the Superintendent-in-Chief, Greg Long, the Superintendent, Paul Donovan. We also have with us Deputy Marcus Evans, and Deputy Sharon Dotton, and Transit Chief Kenneth Green. Wow, folks, we've had an extensive investigation into a missing persons report of Olivia Ambrose. And on Sunday, the 20th, the Ambrose family reported Olivia missing. As a result, we conducted an extensive investigation, which really began on January 19th, as Ms. Ambrose left the Hennessy Bar at around 11:04 p.m. She was accompanied by a male that was later identified and eliminated as a suspect. Through various camera systems in and around Congress Street, we were able to ascertain that the victim was seen walking on Congress Street, where she was later engaged by two males. One of those males was identified, as Victor Pena, 38 years old, residing at 49 Walford Way in Charlestown. Twice, Pena was observed engaging Ms. Ambrose on Congress Street, to the point where at certain points he was physically guiding and holding on to her. And at some point they entered public transportation, where they were eventually picked up on camera at Bunker Hill Community College. Again, video surveillance with the transit police and their surveillance system. They were then seen near Bunker Hill Mall on camera, and then near Green Street, and then seen headed towards Bunker Hill Housing Development. This is the point, folks, where we were getting information and gleaning information from not only the transit police, but the housing police and BPD, working in an extensive collaboration in search for Ms. Ambrose. Throughout the night, fields were searched, the grounds of high schools, the buildings, even dumpsters. And again, what a collaborative effort between the Boston Police. Not only did Transit Chief Green lend his services, so did Superintendent Sullivan of the Transit Police, as well as Lieutenant Detective Gillespie. Again, throughout today, BPD, Transit, Housing, and I'd be remiss if I didn't thank the general public and the private sector too, that were constantly sending us information, which we were vetting in the furtherance of the investigation. Eventually, the investigation led us to 49 Walford Way, where Boston Police Department, with various units of the Boston Police, located the victim alive in the suspect Pena's apartment. The officers made entry and apprehended the suspect, and we were able to transport the victim to a local area hospital where she's under evaluation. At this point, we contacted District Attorney Rachel Rollins, notified her of the specific facts of the case, and the suspect is now being charged with kidnapping. This investigation is ongoing as we have to interview Ms. Ambrose. So additional charges may follow. Again, I can't thank the public enough, the Ambrose family. You never gave up on your sister, your daughter, your loved one, and the people of Boston never gave up either. As not only did they send us every tip possible that we had to vet, but words of comfort and support. And guess what, folks? This isn't just in this case. We have missing persons in and throughout this city. We usually have a great amount of cooperation, no matter what neighborhood. But today is a good day. Ms. Ambrose was found alive. And again, it's an active investigation. And guess what? I would be remiss if I didn't thank the media as well. From last night throughout today, the media, thank you for helping the BPD, thank you for helping the Ambrose family. Because you worked collaboratively with us until this investigation led to us finding, again, Ms. Ambrose in the suspect's apartment. We have questions.
Commissioner, how was Ms. Ambrose being held in that apartment?
Excuse me?
How was Ms. Ambrose being held in that apartment? How was she found?
Well, when we made entry into that apartment, she was observed standing inside of the apartment near the suspect. We eventually separated them, and the suspect was eventually apprehended.
Was Pena ever in Hennessy's? Is that where was there a first contact made, or did they just have a chance meeting on the street?
Well, that's what we're investigating. We're going to have to go back and glean from that video footage and also interview people in Hennessy's. Again, we picked them up on video surveillance. We picked her up at Congress Street, near North Street, State Street, rather. And again, the suspect and another male that's not identified at this point, who's probably a witness, we don't know that. We still have work to do, folks. But that suspect was twice seen engaging Ms. Ambrose and guiding her, actually touching her, guiding her along until eventually they went into public transportation.
So it was the other unidentified suspect who was forcing her, or was Mr. Pena doing that as well?
That was Mr. Pena only that had his arms around the victim and guiding her along Congress Street.
Does Mr. Pena have a criminal record?
Do it on, folks, one at a time, please.
Does he have a criminal record?
We're ascertaining that.
So in the apartment, was she found tied up, or is there a way you can characterize, you said she was kidnapped, is that because you saw his arm around her in the video, or was there something in the apartment?
It's obvious from the video surveillance that she did not go along with it.
Was she resisting?
Let's just say she wasn't in a state, a physical state, to possibly acknowledge going along with Mr. Pena.
Can you
Did
say
she seem inebriated? Was she stumbling? What did she look?
Again, that's an active investigation. And again, we want to make it very clear that it's still an active investigation. And in consulting with the district attorney, we know that we have the right charge.
Was she being couple more questions, folks? Couple more questions.
Was she being held by any weapons at any point? Were there any weapons?
We did not see any weapons. But of course, we have to, as a result of a furtherance of the investigation, ascertain from the victim exactly how she's being held, or if there were any physical threats of violence towards her, her family, or anything of that nature.
What's Olivia's state now? What's her condition?
She's being evaluated at a local area hospital.
Is she in good health? Is she hurt? How's she doing?
She appears in good health. But as for state of mind, I cannot attest to what state of mind. Yes.
Did you have to force entry into the apartment? Did you have to break?
No, we did not break down the door. But I tell you what, in our campus, everywhere we went today, we knocked on doors and we knocked on doors and we knocked on doors. And again, the investigation led us to that suspect's apartment, and the officers were very diligent in their service, and they kept knocking on that door. But eventually, we did not force entry. The suspect opened the door, and then we observed the victim.
Did neighbors
One
know
more
that she
question, one final question.
Do you have a motive yet? Do you have a motive yet? A reason for why this
We do
happened?
not. We do not.
What questions do you still have in this investigation?
We want to know who that other suspect is, or if he's a suspect, could be a witness. We don't know what his partner was, but we did see him in the video. As well, we'd like to know if the suspect was in Hennessy's. All right? And again, if anybody has any information, this is still an active investigation. Please contact us at 1-800-494-TIPS. Give us any and all information that you have. And of course, down the road, we're going to look to see if there's any other victims that could have been abducted in the same way, or if there's any other reported crimes that we can look at, see if they match the actions of this suspect or any others.
Is he known to the police already?
Final question here.
Is,
We haven't ascertained that yet. Again, active investigation. And here's one thing, folks. We've been in law enforcement for years and years and years. Certain things that you can say at a press release can jeopardize the integrity of the investigation and make and the statements could be deemed as prejudicial against that suspect's defense. So I'm not trying to be evasive, but I am trying to protect the integrity of this investigation. Again, thank you, everyone. You know, in recent weeks, we've had missing persons, and again, despite what people may think, people in Boston really are helping us out, and that proved fruitful today as it has in the past. And again, thank you to Transit Chief Green, you and your men did spectacular work. Thank you to Superintendent Chief Long, Superintendent Donovan, Deputy Eddings, Deputy Dotton, as they led the way with various units in and around Charlestown, downtown Boston, which is under the supervision of Captain Kenneth Long. Great teamwork today. This is what we mean in community policing. The entire village showed up for this one.